good to go.
Welcome back. Today, I want to pick up on something that we talked about on Monday's Inside Group Coaching training session, which was mindset and focus. Lots of times people will say to me, oh my gosh, I get so overwhelmed when I log into LinkedIn. I go down all these rabbit holes and I forget why I'm even there, or I don't have any plan because there's so much coming at me. So I want to show you one or two things today that will help you stay focused and will keep people focused on you. The first thing, you can see my homepage. I love this item. It's called Saved Items. If you haven't paid attention to it before, take a look at it, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use it. So very often when you log into LinkedIn, you end up on your homepage, you see lots of different posts, and sorry for the scrolling, I know it can be kind of a lot, so I'm going to just pick something right up at the top. So notice I can see this article, Seth and Chris, two people I know in my network, like this article. My guess it's probably something worth taking a look at. It's an event. I don't have time to look at it right now. I'm going to come up to these dots and I'm going to save it for later. So I've now just saved it. I'm going to come back up, scroll back up. I'm going to come to my saved items, and there it is. You can do this on your phone and you can do this on your desktop now. So use this as a way to stay super focused. Matt, is this something you're going to be using?
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked a lot in the past about batching. So when I come to LinkedIn and I need to do outreach or something like that, but I do come across an article, but I'm focused on outreach, I'll just save it for later and then I can come back to it next time.
I love this. I think it's really important. And I think that this will keep you on task and much more strategic. The other item that I want to point out for today is, do you ever go to people's profiles? And I'm just gonna pick Matt's profile for a moment. Notice I'm on Matt's profile and you'll see it's nice and clean. The only profile I can see is Matt's profile. If I come back up and I just look at somebody else, I'm just going to choose Katie here. Just a little shout out for Katie. She's great. So, but you can see that when I'm looking at Katie's profile, people also viewed these other people. Well, that can distract somebody from reviewing your profile, or in this case, Katie's profile. This is random. This is selected by LinkedIn. This can be competitors. This can be people at your organization, but I'm not necessarily sure I know who it is, but I don't want to have that show up, especially if it's competitors. So we looked at this earlier today and we saw a different group of people. So you're not going to be able to control it. So why don't we just turn it off and make sure that people stay on your profile? So come up to me, come up to go to settings and privacy. Under the privacy tab, scroll down to viewers of this profile also viewed and turn it off. There were a couple of people on our group coaching session on Monday who said, wow, I didn't even know that existed. Definitely going to do that. These types of tweaks and changes will help you be more intentional on LinkedIn. It's all about being intentional with what you do. So if you haven't looked at your privacy area in a while, definitely do that. We covered that pretty extensively on Monday's group training session, and I want you to just pay attention because there's a lot happening in here. It sets the tone and your experience on LinkedIn. You can be over the radar, on top of the radar, or you can be under the radar. And depending on what your purpose is for using LinkedIn, you might want to adjust it accordingly. So use this settings and privacy to stay up to date. Turn this off so that people are only focused on your profile, and start to curate some better content, but don't get distracted by using the saved items. Save it for later. You can do it on your phone. Everything that you put on your phone will also show up here, so it's going to be integrated, so it's not going to be two different sets. If you decide you don't want that, or you read it and you're like, okay, I'm done with it, you simply come back in and you unsave it and it's gone. So keep it clean. This is a great way to start to collect different articles and pieces of information that are being posted on LinkedIn, and you can then share them later or comment on them. Remember, I'm not a big fan of just liking everything. We want to put a little bit more behind it and put an intro, comment, and share it with your network. So those are a couple of things I wanted you to be able to see today. Use them and let us know what you think and how you're using them. Are they more beneficial to be really much more focused than maybe you have been? Join us on Inside. You can learn more about Inside at inside.interoadvisory.com. Once again, inside.interoadvisory.com. We have learning modules, we have live chat, we have tutorials, resources, and our group coaching sessions are every Monday at 11:30 Eastern Time. So we will be covering a lot of content there. Love to have you. Matt, anything else you think we should cover today?
All good. I was one of those people who didn't know about turning that privacy setting off. So when you showed it today and looked like I had known about it for years, I picked that up on Monday. So a lot of good stuff going on in those calls.
Great. All right. We will see you on our next live streaming session. Send us your comments and questions, and we'll be happy to cover them. Thanks. Take care.